To get started, you're going to need pony beads, obviously, 1mm fabric covered elastic, plastic yarn needle, a lighter, bead stoppers, these things are so neat, and scissors. Hit pause here if you want to see the list. So measure your string out about the length of your wingspan, so open your arms all the way up and then cut your string at that. I'm using the lighter here to just gently singe the tips so they don't fray, and then adding a bead stopper with about 3 inches of play on the end. Then I'm taking the needle, struggling to get it on, tying it on with 3 basic knots, and then I'm ready to go. So peyote stitch is basically building a brick wall with beads. In this case, I'm going to put on 1 of the outside color, black, 2 of the first stripe, pink, and then 1 more black. So I've got this. Since I'm going to be building down on this first row, I'm going to grab another black, which is the next brick in the wall, go down through the first pink, pull that tight-ish, not too tight, just tight enough to keep it tense, and then we're going to keep going. So the next brick in the wall next to pink is going to be an orange one. Grab an orange one, and then go down into the next bead, in this case, the black one. So now I pull this, and you can sort of start to see it forming up. Since now I've gone down, I'm going to be working up. I'm going to work up into that one, which is put on another black for the outside row, up into the orange, 1 bead at a time, always 1 bead at a time. Pull that a little tight, then I've got that. Next bead's going to be another orange for that second stripe. Grab that, stitch up through black, pull that on a little tight, and there we go. You can start to see it taking shape right away. So it's always going to be 1 color black, 1 color black. And we're working up and down. So now we're working down again, a black on, through that next orange, and it's always going to be the bead that's sticking out weird. So you can start reading your beads now and see that the next one's going to be yellow, down into that black, got that on, and you can tell the next color is going to be black. So it's color black, color black. We're working up now, up into that yellow, pull that on tight, and you can see that gap where the next yellow goes, up into that black, pull that tight. So it's just this repetition over and over again, and you kind of get in the zone with it. I mean, if you screw up, you can always just unthread it and start again. Next one's going to be green, grab that, down in, and so on and so on, and we just kind of go all the way through. Enjoy a little time lapse of I wish it really was actually this fast. And now we're on the last bead. So here's the last purple one going on. Got this long kind of wiggly snake looking thing now. Dry fit it to make sure that it works. All right, then drop it, then dry fit it again, and you'll see how the little brick pieces kind of just nestle together. So it's gonna be seamless. So you're gonna go down through the first bead, and then you'll just sort of see how the beads fit together. You're gonna weave them together. So you're gonna go through the beads that are sticking out the farthest, pull that through, then just kind of like zhuzh it to make sure that it's seated properly. Pull off that bead stopper, finally, and now you're going to tie 3 knots. They don't have to be fancy or anything. I like to do right over left, left over right, and right over left again. And then to cut it, you're going to leave about 1/2 centimeter or 1/2 inch of string on the end. Don't cut it right down directly on the knot. Leave a little bit of play. Give it a snip, and then you are golden. Look at you. You made a cool bracelet all by yourself with the help of this video, but you did it with your own hands, and that's neat and special. Look, I got 2 TV magic. But thanks so much for watching my video, and I can't wait to see what you make. Show me.